Hi, I'm Karl Winkler here at Lectrosonics, and we're at IBC 2023 here in Amsterdam. And some of the new things we're showing at the show are, of course, the DSR4, the 4-channel digital slot receiver with backwards compatibility with hybrid. We have that here in a rack. This is the new UMC WBD rack. The idea is that you can mount any portable receiver in this rack with a mounting and powering kit. The rack provides DC power to all 4 receivers and RF distro with a very high overload of plus 27 dBm. So it's a very high quality RF distro. And then the audio is going to come from the backs of the receivers. So there's no audio distro in this unit. It's mainly a way of mechanically mounting these receivers. So here in this one we have a DCR822, a couple of DSR4s, and another 822, showing that you can mount a variety of different receivers. You can put an SRC in this rack, you can put a UCR411 in this rack, and we have individual mounting and powering kits for all of those. Then the other thing we're showing here is that we have the DSR4s and the DCR822s connected to Wireless Designer. And in this case, for the DSR4s, we're using the DSR4 EXT USB backplate. So that's got a USB-C on the back and it's connected to the computer with Wireless Designer. So you can see here that we've got DSQDs, M2T duet systems, and these portable receivers all connected to Wireless Designer. And it's in beta form here at the show, and we're going to be wrapping it up very soon and making it available for distribution. Another thing that we have here at the show is the DSR. This is the 2-channel version that is the same exact size and uses the same accessories as the SR family. So you're going to use your standard SR EXT backplates, SR Super backplates, and so on. And this one has the built-in 5P, just like the DSR4, as well as the tactile buttons and the color screen that you're familiar with. This is essentially a DCR822 in a slot package. So it has the full-time vector diversity on both channels and the high-quality audio and the backwards compatibility, just like a DSR4. Same menu structure that you're familiar with the DSR4. So that's the DSR. These are now shipping. Another thing I want to show you is the bag frame system. This is in a lot of ways related to the rack I showed you a second ago. The idea behind this is to be able to organize your receivers in a bag system. This uses the same mounting hardware as the rack. So you can get these snap-in bezels and mid-mounting collars depending on which receivers. And we're going to make 2 different widths. We have one for 2 receivers and then a wider one for 3. And then there's going to be 3 different heights available. The model for 2 will be available in the short and medium heights, and the model for 3 will be available in the medium or tall height for the larger bags. So this is called the bag frame. And we'll be sending out an announcement about this product with pricing and everything very soon. These are just about ready to be announced. So that's the bag frame system. One other accessory, there's the AES backplate. This is a new backplate for the SR series, like your SRC in particular, that translates the audio from analog to AES digital format. So this allows you to use an SRC in a slot like an SL2 and get digital audio through the slot. And this is simply pending the updated firmware from Sound Devices, and we'll be announcing this also very soon. So you can combine the newer receivers like a DSR or a DSR4 in an SL2 with an SRC and have all inputs be digital. So that is the SR DB25 AES. One thing I want to talk about with the new M2RA portable monitor receiver is the fact that this has many uses. It's mainly known to be a foldback system, a very high quality stereo foldback from a stereo transmitter like the DCHT or the M2T. But one of the things that it can also do is pick up a mono digital signal as well, simply by changing the compat mode. And it's got a number of different compatibility modes from stereo unencrypted, stereo encrypted, IFB analog, and what I've got it set to now is D2 mode. So this is the D squared system, full fidelity digital audio. It can also do the HDM, which is the high density or very, very small footprint if you really need to pack a lot of channels into a tight amount of spectrum. So what I've got it set up now is D2 mode to be used directly with the boom microphone. So our friends at Schoeps loaned us this lovely little CMC-1 with the MK41 capsule, which is one of the standards for dialogue capture. And it's transmitting and being picked up directly by this receiver. So we can use this as a direct camera receiver as well as the boom monitor receiver, where you're hearing the direct signal from the digital transmitter. So in a way, it's kind of a bagless setup, allowing you to have these very small, very light receivers, both on cameras and on the boom operator themselves, without having to go through a mixer and be sent back. So it's extremely low latency of about 1.5 milliseconds, which is real time for all practical purposes. So that is the M2RA. Again, it can do stereo or mono digital signals, and you can pick up directly from one of the belt pack or plug-on type digital transmitters.